Hello, everybody, and welcome to Church at Home with Rachel for Monday, the 23rd of December. I am recording this a week ago, last Monday, when we were at Henry Budd College at the PA, and we were intended to go to Easterville and Grand Rapids. But on our way to town, we came across freezing rain. It was actually freezing on the windshield as we were driving. So put the car, U-turned, and head back to the PA with an event in the evening and heading back to Brandon on Tuesday. As you might hear in the background the dulcet tones of my husband snoring very gently. He is corked out across from me on the couch, looking very comfortable and peaceful after what has been a relatively raucous and long weekend. He is my amazing husband, who is also an incredible driver, and he drove through some icy patches to get us here to the PA, and he very gently suggested that we need to not do that again going up to Easterville and Grand Rapids. We'll do that again this spring. But it reminded me of giving thanks for the blessings that we have. And sometimes those blessings aren't as easily recognized as others. In particular, at this Christmas season, we're 2 days away from Christmas Day, and thinking about all of the things that we want to have happen, all the things that we think should happen at Christmas, and how many of them don't. How many of you would laugh themselves silly if I said, Christmas isn't always easy. Things don't always turn out the way we thought they would, or the way we hoped we would. Some of you maybe have had absolutely perfect Christmases always, but maybe some of you have had Christmases that turned into some of the best memories because they went sideways or upside down or didn't happen at all. One of the things I have been learning in my time as a bishop is that all time is God's time. And if we are willing to look at things from God's perspective, or try to anyway, we might recognize that all the plans of mice and men, as they say, may all come to naught, but God's plans don't. As we were coming in on Saturday evening to the PA, we were a bit late running, just enjoying the drive and taking our time. We pulled in, and Archie and Kara gave us the keys and the lowdown to this Henry Budd College, which is this amazing old family home that has been turned into Henry Budd College with newly renovated bedrooms upstairs, thanks to an incredible parishioner from the church in Flin Flon. And this room I'm in right now it's fairly bare bones. It's got a big couple board tables in it that act like almost like a big family table, a settee or a little mini couch with a computer and a photocopier and a chair and a little place to pray, little keyboard for music, and lots of books, because this is the place where learning happens. This is a place where 100 years ago, or whenever this house was built, they had no idea of such things as Zoom or computers. So the plans that they had that were originally made for this building became something completely different, where people from the north, indigenous and non-indigenous alike, learn what it is to be Christian. They learn about baptism and confirmation and marriage. Others learn how to do funerals and how to be present for people in pastoral times when pastoral needs are required. Other people have learned what it is to be a deacon or a priest. And I imagine a few of us bishops have learned a lot about what it is to be a bishop by being in this place as well. Unexpected things happen in the most incredible places. But coming up here, we got settled, we got the keys and got in the car to go out, and literally got around the corner, and the phone rang, and one of the members of Church of the Messiah on a Pasquale Nation called and said, "Bishop, where are you?" I said, "Well, I'm in the PA." She said, "Would you come and join us for a Christmas potluck?" We were just heading for a restaurant, and instead, by God's divine grace and wonder, our plans were upended, and we got to spend a beautiful evening with people whom we love and new people we were getting to love at Church of the Messiah, as we celebrated with a potluck dinner with moose and duck and ham, and turkey, and all the fixins, and incredible pie, and great fun. And Santa Claus showed up too. And all of that happened because Brenda, the person who called me, listened, I think, to the Spirit saying, give the bishop a call. And we answered the phone. And we said yes. How many times do wonderful things happen when we say yes? This morning, or last Monday morning, when Rob and I were heading for Easterville and realized that the roads were slick and getting slicker, and that literally the rain falling on the windshield was sleeting, covering it in ice as we were driving, we said yes to the possibility of saying no. I really wanted to be able to go to Easterville and speak to the folks up there, to get to see one of my deacons, and then go on to Grand Rapids and hang out with a priest and some parishioners there. But the reality is it wouldn't have been safe. The best decision was to say yes to saying no. No, we're not going to go this time. We'll go another time. But this way we're safe to go another time. And we have an opportunity for my husband, who has worked his butt off since he came to Shiloh, who is now on holidays and volunteered to be my driver for this past weekend. He gets to have a nap in a comfortable chair. And I get to sit here in this quiet space that has said so much prayer and so many vocations discerned. What a holy and sacred place it is. One of the things that we talked about when we had breakfast on last Monday morning, I was sharing with Rob how when I am up here, I am in the minority. Everywhere I go, I am one of few white people in the midst of many Indigenous people, as it should be. It's a mostly Indigenous community. And the difference is that where sometimes I notice when I'm in a non-Indigenous community or in a white community, there are lots of us white people who look sideways or have a moment of pause for people who don't look or sound like us, because there's getting to be lots of people who look like us, but because they're immigrants from places like Ukraine and other Eastern European countries, they don't sound like us. And sometimes we have a moment of pause where we're just not sure what to do with that. And I think there's something that can be learned from being with other communities who understand what it is to be in the minority. Because here I am, and not once have I been made to feel like I am in the minority. I am welcomed and I'm received, and people smile at me, and they're incredibly and genuinely welcoming. And that's what we need to learn. Unexpected gifts, unexpected graces. As you go through the next 2 days, hopefully you got your Christmas shopping done. And if you don't, be gentle with yourselves and with others, because you're all in the same boat. Who knows? Maybe I will be as well on the 23rd of December, rushing around trying to find some last minute gifts for Rob or something. I think that depends on whether or not the mail picks up and things get delivered. We've had a postal strike for over a month, so we'll see what happens. But the thing is, we need to be able to take a look around and say thank you for this moment. Thank you for that Christmas dinner that we planned so hard and we have everything prepared, and the electricity goes out, we can't cook the turkey. Or we think that there's just 2 or 3 people coming for dinner, and all of a sudden 7 or 8 people show up and we don't have enough food and we have to order pizza. Or maybe some unexpected person turns up and we have to quietly change the tag on a gift so that that person will have one under the tree as well. Some of those hiccups in the expectations we have can turn into the best memories. Think of it 10, 15, 20 years from now when you can tell the stories of, remember that Christmas when the electricity went out and our turkey wasn't baked and we had to order in pizza and we ate over candlelight? Or think about that year that you planned to give your mother those knitted socks that you created for her the first time you were knitting, and that friend brought a friend to Christmas, and so you gave them those knitted socks, and it turns out they were just like the ones their grandmother knit for them, holes and all. Every moment we have is a gift that God gives us that we can say thank you and we can make the most of, or we can pass off as just a whatever. But the truth is, every moment, let's make the decision to say thank you and appreciate the fact that sometimes we're storm-stayed and good things happen because of that. It also gives us a reason why we can go on that trip another time. But whatever it is that you're looking at right now, however your preparations are going, take a deep breath, look around you, and recognize the blessings that are in your life. Because there are some. Even if, as they say, the only blessing you can recognize is the fact that you got up this morning and you were able to breathe and see a new day. Sometimes that's something that people don't take for granted. So for some people, that is the gift itself. And for all of us, we have this gift to share. We're here. We're watching this. We're sharing in it. We're getting ready for Christmas. Or not. But we are here today. Thank you for being here today with me, wherever that might be. And thank you for all the ways that you are taking care of other people as you prepare for Christmas. And thank you for allowing other people to take care of you as well. Even if it feels like no one is, you might be surprised at how many people behind the scenes are wishing you a Merry Christmas, are saying a prayer just for you, are remembering you even if you don't know. Always assume the best. Always assume you're loved. Because you know what? You are. I will see you again tomorrow for Christmas Eve, and then we will do a Gospel on the Go for Christmas Day. And then I'm going to take a break. I will do Gospel on the Go for the end of the Sunday at the end of December, and I'll pop back for a New Year's Day video, and then January 5th, the Gospel on the Go. But I've given my staff in the diocesan office some time off between Christmas and New Year's, and then, well, Christmas and Epiphany, January 6th. So I think I might just do the same, to take a little break from Church at Home with Rachel, but I'll be back, I promise, in the new year. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. God bless, and happy shopping.